it is such an incredible brand with such a great customer experience. I wanted our customers to know that we're just going to put more Farm Boys up. We're not going to mess with that secret sauce, that great formula they have. It is a fantastic store, and we want it to continue as such. So it was funny because I was responding to a tweet from a customer who really was pleading with us not to screw it up. And it was really important to me to make it clear to everyone, don't worry, Farm Boy is Farm Boy, we're not messing with it.
Was there a reference there to the Safeway acquisition, which came before your time at the company, and which has been a source of trouble at Sobeys Empire?
That wasn't a direct reference, but in the back of my mind, I was also wanting to say, look, we learned our lessons from the Safeway acquisition. You don't want to mess with what's beautiful to the customers. And in this acquisition, we're going to be making sure that everything stays the same or gets better, but that's up to the Farm Boy team to do that.
You're an experienced retailer. People still talk about what you accomplished at Canadian Tire. When you looked at this job, you looked surely at a very competitive industry, an industry that's getting more difficult, more competitive, an industry that's always had very low margins, and a company that needed to up its game. What drew you to this job?
Well, you make it sound hard. What drew me to the job is great bones and a great culture. A fantastic family, which has been involved with the company for 111 years. Super board, and great locations and great people. We have 120,000 employees across the country. We just need to execute and innovate in a better way. And over the last couple of years, you've seen us start to do that.
You're here at Scotiabank Arena today to announce a partnership with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment and the teams that MLSE owns and operates across the city. Tell us a bit about that partnership and tell shareholders what they might get or benefit from this arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, the reasons you do this is because you want to be part of the community. It's really important to our shareholders to understand how much an emotional connection with your customers makes a difference in terms of their connection with your company, and in this case, Sobeys. And it's important to our employees as well to show that we're part of the community. We're involved in philanthropy, and we're involved in sponsorships. And we're also doing sponsorships in Calgary with the Flames, with the Oilers, with the Jets, because it's so important. I saw it in my time before, that when you have that connection to local sporting teams, it really pays off in terms of the brand.
Okay, Project Sunrise is perhaps your signature drive right now. This is a multi-year program to lower costs and to get Sobeys to up its game. Where are you now?
We're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through. It couldn't be going better. We're taking out costs. We're taking out bureaucracy. The structure works. We're getting fairer deals with our suppliers. And so this is going to be fantastic when we see that on the bottom line, and it's going to show up on the bottom line.
Same-store sales in the most recent quarter were up about 1.8%. Where would you like to see same-store sales at a sustainable level?
Well, I tell the team to get it as high as we can get it, but that was our best quarter of tonnage growth in 6 years. So I was pleased, the team was pleased, but I know we can do better.
I've read that in one area where the company is succeeding is returning to a state where fresh produce is on the shelves. There was an issue, I gather, in Safeway in Western Canada for a while, customers complaining about produce not being as fresh as it should. How does the CEO drive improvement all the way down to the shelf of lettuce in a store?
Well, we have a team of 120,000 people, so I can only do so much. But we have an incredible executive team, and that was a number of years ago where we had that issue out west after the acquisition. The produce, and I've been out in the stores a lot, especially in the west, is fantastic in our stores. And so that's not an issue at this point, and our customers are pleased. We see the surveys. You can always improve, and that's what we're trying to do. But to drive it home, it's culture, it's customer focus, it's making sure there's accountability by everyone in the company for their job to execute the best way they can.
You have the reputation of being a CEO who actually talks voice to voice to customers on the phone. Is that correct?
It is. I have a long drive home some nights and in the traffic, and I usually use that time to talk to customers who perhaps didn't have the best experience. And that's how you judge something, is how you can turn the experience. But it's not just me. Our head of store experience, Lynn Castonguay, does that. Pierre Saint Laurent, who runs merchandising. Our team is very in tune with our customers and talks to customers as much as we can.
You and your competitors have both flagged higher minimum wages as a significant headwind to profit growth in your business. Speak to that a bit, and will it make a material difference in Ontario now that the government has halted the second stage of an increase to minimum wage in this province?
You know, we've always said that people who work in our stores are our teammates, and we want to make sure that they're paid fairly. We believe that the increase in minimum wage came a little quickly, and it's difficult for companies, especially small businesses, to react to quick alterations in the business environment. It won't be a material impact to us, and we've been able to mitigate that on top of the Sunrise savings. So we've done a good job managing that.
What about pharmaceutical drug reform in several provinces, which, to make a complicated story simple, reduces the price of generic drugs in your pharmacy departments?
You know, we're glad that our customers can get things at a good price, but it's certainly hitting the profitability of all pharmacies.
Another of your initiatives is to push the company's discount banner, FreshCo, to a greater role of prominence in Western Canada. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, in Ontario, first of all, FreshCo is doing fantastic. I mean, the last year we've seen progress we hadn't seen before in FreshCo. And now we're going to be expanding out west our FreshCo banner. We think it's the right store in the right market and the right size store. And so first two are going to Winnipeg, and then stores are going to be following in British Columbia.
Will FreshCo look differently? I've read that some people believe that it doesn't look like a discount grocer, and many customers don't understand that the prices are actually cheaper there than they are in a mainline banner.
Oh yeah, the prices are fantastic. They're as good as any discounter, and the produce is the freshest, and the stores look good. We are doing a refresh of all of our stores in Ontario over the next 2 years to really exude the value proposition and the freshness in the store. And we have 4 stores in London, which we've already put up, and those will be the stores that you see in Ontario and in the West. And the results there on sales and margin and customer response have been phenomenal.
How important is FreshCo to your Western Canadian success?
It's very important. You know, there's no silver bullet to fixing one thing, but to convert stores that should be in a market which are better for discount from a conventional or full service banner is very important to us.
Where is online grocery shopping going? You made a reference to it when you spoke to the crowd that was here today. You're making a big investment in online ordering. Where's that going?
Well, for a long time, most shopping will be done in stores. But we want to capture those shoppers who want the freshest items to be delivered in a 1-hour window to their homes. In the spring of 2020, we are bringing in the UK-based Ocado solution, the Ocado engine to the GTA area, and it will be the #1 e-commerce engine in the world. We're really looking forward to it. I wish we could open it tomorrow.
What about Amazon? How much of a threat is Amazon?
Amazon's the best competitor we'll ever face. We play our own game, and if we play our own game and we execute and we innovate, we'll be just fine.
One of your competitors, Loblaw Shoppers, has been pretty public about wanting to sell medicinal marijuana in its pharmacy sectors. I don't think your company has had a whole lot to say on that. Do you have a position on medicinal marijuana?
Well, medicinal marijuana sold through pharmacies if that helps our customers, we're in favor of it, and we'd like to do so.
Okay, there's a fall fiscal update coming on November 21st from the federal government. As a corporate leader in a key industry in Canada, what would you like to see?
Anything that can put in greater infrastructure to make life easier for our customers and easier to get around in this very busy metropolis and across the province and across this country, we're in favor of.